This is Stateroom 14632 on Legend of the Seas. Category D2, ocean view balcony, deck 14, directly under the pool deck. We sailed as a family of 4, and we did it in 2 of these rooms right next to each other. This one is Vika's and mine. Josh and Emily had their own next door. I'm going to show you all of it. Every drawer, every outlet, the bathroom, the balcony, how many people this room really sleeps, which is not what you'd guess, where the suitcases actually go, and then the part nobody ever shows you, what this room looks like after 2 adults unpack a week's worth of stuff into it. Hey everyone, I'm Alex Ostrovsky, and you're watching Travel and Food Guy. This is Legend of the Seas, Royal Caribbean's newest ship and the 3rd one in the Icon class. We sailed her in July 2026, and I'll come back to that, because a brand new ship changes how you should read some of what I'm about to tell you. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what you get in this cabin, so you can decide whether it's worth booking before you ever step on board. If this helps, drop a comment telling me which ship and which stateroom category you want next. It really does help me plan what to film. Quick word on how we did this, because it matters for everything that follows. 2 staterooms right next to each other. This one for Vika and me, the one next door for the kids. And it turns out these 2 cabins can be joined together out on the balcony. I'll show you that later, and it changed our whole week. So everything you're about to see is a room set up for 2 people. Keep that in mind when we get to the story. Here's something to know about day 1. Your bags do not come with you. The sticker on the door says stateroom attendants start delivering luggage at 3 p.m. So whatever you need before that, you carry on yourself. We throw swim trunks and sunscreen in our backpacks so we can head straight to the pool the second the muster drill is done. They have little hooks right here once you enter the room. Now right across from the hooks, you have a full-length mirror. Behind the full-length mirror is another storage area and a little safe to keep your valuables. Now the bathroom, because this is where Legend really surprised me. So this is how wide the shower is in this room. It's way bigger than on the Oasis class ships. And that is not a small thing. We sailed Symphony and Harmony before this one. On those ships, the shower is tight. Here, you can actually turn around. It's nice. They have a little hook over here, place where you could plug in to charge your razor or a blow dryer. There's a thermostat by the door with presets for morning, evening, and TV mode, and separate switches for the bathroom and the whole room. There's a closet, a lot of hangers, and another closet where you could put long dresses. Under that, you get open shelving with wire baskets that pull all the way out. That is where most of our small stuff ended up, and honestly, it beats a stack of drawers. Across from the couch, you have a little pull-out table. Then you have another table with a drawer, hair dryer, a little mini fridge, perfect for some bottles. If you have any medication that needs to be refrigerated. So anything that has to stay cold has a home. Now the bed. And this is the part I really want you to hear, because it is the one thing the booking page will not tell you. The beds come together as a king by default. That's how ours was set up when we walked in. And that's exactly what we wanted. Next door, we wanted the opposite. So we asked our attendant to split the kids' beds into 2 twins. He had it done the same day. That's their room. Same category, 2 twins, towel animal included. Whichever way you want it, you just ask. And ask on day 1. Now here's the thing. This room sleeps 3, not 4. The couch does not fold out. What the attendant does is make the couch up with sheets and blankets, so a 3rd person sleeps there, which works. But during the day, you have lost your couch unless you ask him to unmake it every single morning. He will absolutely do it. It is just a lot to ask somebody for every day, for a week. There is a version of this room that sleeps 4. Same category, same square footage, same everything, except the bottom of the couch pulls out like a trundle bed. It is a different specific cabin, not a different category. And that is the booking tip. Category D2 tells you nothing about how many people fit. Occupancy is not in the category code at all. Go to the deck plan, find that exact cabin number, and look at the icon, sofa bed, Pullman, and so on. Or set the number of guests when you search and let it filter for you. 2 rooms that look identical on the page can sleep 2 different numbers of people. On one side of the bed, a little nightstand with a phone, and then USB charger. And one of them is a room. This one's a room light. This one controls the mirror light. And then you have a European power adapter, USB and USB-C. There's a 120 volt socket on that same plate too. 4 phones, 2 laptops, and a power bank, all charging at once. No adapter fights. I cannot say that about most hotel rooms. From the bed, you have a TV, and then there's some shelving to the left of the TV with some accent lights on both sides. And count them up. There are 6 separate light sources in this room. After a long sea day, that is the difference between a room you sleep in and a room you want to sit in. Next to the balcony door, there are blackout curtains. Let's look at our balcony. We got an ocean view balcony suite. No, we didn't. We got an ocean view room. So our balcony comes with 2 deck chairs, a little table, pretty spacious. There's a divider between the balconies. Let me back up my own correction there. There is no such thing as an ocean view balcony suite on this ship. What we booked is category D2, an ocean view balcony stateroom. 204 square feet inside, plus a 50 square foot balcony. Deck 14 is high enough that the view is clean. No lifeboats, no overhang cutting into it. 2 chairs, a small table, and enough room for Vika and me to sit out with coffee without bumping elbows. She says it was her favorite part of the room. I'm not going to argue. And then this is the view from our balcony. We are in port right now. The ship is being loaded. And that's embarkation day, still tied up in port. Here's the same balcony the next morning, coming into La Spezia. Our kids are in the room next door, so we're gonna get the room attendant to open this divider for us. Here's how that actually works, because most people picture it wrong. The divider is not one solid wall. Look at it and it's 3 sections: left, middle, right. Only the middle one opens, and it's a small pass-through. And it isn't a door. It folds all the way back on itself, and it stays that way. Ours was open on day 1, and it stayed open the entire sailing, so the kids could step straight through to our side. We could see them. Nobody had to walk out into the hallway and knock. And now, you know why we booked 2 rooms instead of squeezing 4 people into one. 2 bathrooms, 2 couches, nobody is sleeping on, and the kids can still walk straight over. Ask about that middle panel the moment you board. It changes the whole week. Now the question you're actually asking if you're looking at deck 14. Directly above us is Chill Island. That's the pool neighborhood. And it runs across decks 15, 16, and 17. The Royal Bay pool, the Cove pool on the port side, the Hideaway pool aft. They're open from 9 in the morning until 10 at night. Before we sailed, I read a lot of complaints about noise up there at night. So here's the straight answer. Balcony door closed, we heard nothing. Not a chair, not a footstep. Quiet every single night. Balcony door open? You hear it. Deck chairs scraping across the floor above you, people running, people talking. It's not constant, but it's there. So the noise is real. It just doesn't get into the room. And one more thing nobody tells you. The second you open that balcony door, the air conditioning shuts off. That's by design. So if you leave it open for the sea air, you have also turned off your AC. Learn that now, and not when you walk back into a warm room wondering what happened. Okay, this is the part I never see anyone film, and I want to be straight with you about what you're looking at. This is 2 people's things, Vika's and mine. The kids have their own room next door with the exact same storage, so don't look at this and think a family of 4 fits it. Now, for anyone wondering what the room looks like after you've put out your stuff, if there's enough room for all of your dresses and shirts and anything you may have brought on board, this is what the room looks like. So I'm gonna start with the wardrobe. All of our stuff is out. Here's the long dresses. And then we have our shirts, underwear, shorts in here. The hooks that come with the ship put to good use. This hook and this whiteboard we got it at Dollar Tree, and this is just simply to communicate with one another if the phones aren't working, if we can't use the Royal app, so we could say wherever we're heading. And then if you're wondering how big is the fridge, we're able to easily fit 2 bottles of wine in there that we brought on board, as well as some medication. And there's still some room left over. We could probably easily fit 3 to 4 bottles, 3 for sure, maybe 4 bottles of wine. And now the question I get more than almost any other: where do the suitcases go? All of our stuff, the suitcases, goes under the bed. Here's our shoes. We might find a different spot for them, but here's where they are right now. And I want to be specific here, because online you'll read all kinds of horror stories about this. These are full-size suitcases. They slide straight under with clearance to spare. You can see it right there. No wrestling them, no lifting the bed frame, no leaving one standing in the corner all week. That is the whole trick to a cruise cabin. Unpack completely on day one, slide everything under the bed, and you get your entire floor back for the week. We have our charging cords plugged in, one side, the other side, some plugs that are even left open, laptop charger. Now, because I travel a lot, I have all sorts of chargers, power inverters, so I actually use the European plug over here for my laptop, and then I used a power inverter, and this was a UK plug. It wasn't Australian, it was a UK plug that I was able to plug in, and I have a USB splitter on here, as well as on this side it has various plugs that you could plug in, so I put in my power bank to recharge it. I'll actually link this one in the description, that way if you want to grab a power inverter you can use that link. Then for our toiletries, actually brought our own body wash, but then plenty of room over here, and we have shelves left open, and then on the other side we have Vika's brush over there, and some more toiletries over here, and sunblock. Quick warning on that one. Vika packed her hot air styling brush, and it would not run on the ship's outlets. So check what yours actually draws before you sail. That is valuable suitcase space, and you don't want to give it up to something that won't turn on. All right, rapid fire. These are the questions I get every single time I post a cabin tour, and I'm going to answer all of them honestly, including the ones where the answer is, I don't know. Can your neighbors see you through the balcony divider? No, we could not see them. They could not see us. That divider is solid. Do the blackout curtains actually black out? Completely. No light came in around the edges at all. But here's the caveat, and it's an important one. This was a brand new ship on something like its 3rd or 4th sailing. Everything is tight, everything seals, nothing is worn out yet. Ask me the same question on a ship that's been sailing for 8 years, and I might give you a different answer. Is there a kettle or a coffee maker in the room? No, neither. Do you get robes and slippers? Not automatically. You can ask and they'll bring them. We didn't bother because we pack our own from home. We're usually in a hotel or an Airbnb before and after the cruise anyway, so they get used the whole trip and not just the week on board. How often do they clean your room? Once or twice a day, depending on the day. You can ask for turn-down service in the evening on top of the morning clean. We never felt like we needed it, so most days ours was serviced once. What about the phone in the room? Honestly, no idea. We never picked it up. We paid for the internet package and just used our own phones for calls, messages, everything, the entire week. So if you're wondering whether to buy the Wi-Fi, that's the setup that worked for us. The ship has plenty of room. It pretty much feels as if we have not unpacked yet because there's so much room that's left over on board. I don't think, well, I could tell you for a fact, we didn't have enough room in our suitcase to bring that much stuff where there wouldn't be enough room in our stateroom. So, the verdict. Category D2 on Legend of the Seas is a genuinely comfortable room for 2 people, with storage left over after a full week's packing and the suitcases out of sight under the bed. The shower beats the Oasis class ships. The charging is excellent, the view is clean, and being under Chill Island was a non-issue with the door shut. But know what you're booking. This one sleeps 3, and the third person is on the couch. If you need 4 in one room, you want the version where the couch pulls out, and you have to check the deck plan to find it. And if you're traveling as a family of 4 like we did, my honest advice is still 2 rooms side by side with that middle panel opened on day 1. 2 bathrooms, nobody sleeping on a couch, and the kids can walk straight over to you. That's the version I'd book again. The only real trade-off, you cannot have the sea air and the air conditioning at the same time. So hit subscribe because the full ship tour is coming up next on the channel. Deck by deck, every restaurant, the water park, all of it. I'll see you in the next one.